What's up, everyone? Welcome to Maelstrom Gaming. I'm Maelstrom, and today we have a replay commentary of Zagara on Cursed Hollow. Zagara, of course, being a range specialist, kind of specializing in controlling a certain area of the map, similar to Gazlowe, but mostly through using creep tumors, which gives vision of an area, of speed when you walk on it, and a little bit of health regen when you're on it. It actually gives a lot if you spec into a certain talent, but we didn't do that this game. We're actually specking into Demolitionist for the beginning of the game, just to give us a little bit more of an edge in the early game and pushing down towers and actually affecting the late game quite a bit with a lot of siege damage. And there's actually a little bit of a skirmish at the beginning of this game that we're not involved in at all. It was kind of awkward because it was just a 1-for-1. So I guess it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but you know, it was very scary. We almost lost Brightwing as well. In our lane, we're up against a Sylvanas, and Sylvanas for Zagara is kind of annoying, just because you can't really push as hard as you'd like. Sylvanas just wrecks everything. The ETC trying to jump in, there's not a lot we can do here. The thing about this game is it starts out really, really rocky. There's just not a lot that we can do, but we actually end up redeeming ourselves through some really solid devouring maws later in the game. So, of course, you have your Baneling Barrage, which shoots out a bunch of Banelings and just does a bit of AoE damage. Hunter Killer, this is your main damage ability. You throw out a Hydralisk and it deals insane damage to one target. And Infested Drop, which spawns 2 Roachlings and does a bit of AoE damage. And then Creep Tumors, which are these things right here. So the one thing you really want to keep in mind as Zagara is you want to put in as much... I'm actually going to pause here and just finish my thought. You want to put as many creep tumors on the map as you possibly can, especially in the areas that are really important. These are here just to kind of give a bit of safety, so I can kind of connect to these 2 areas so I can run away if I need to do that. And I'm actually going to jump back about 10 seconds, because this is actually kind of an important thought that I want to cover. We have Diablo and... who was it? Tychus or Vala? Pause. We're going to have Vala getting ready to attack, and what I should have done here is, since Vala's up here, I probably should have moved over a little bit forward towards Sylvanas and not down here, which I'm going to do. But I think I guess it kind of makes up... it was kind of a mistake, but it worked out in the end, because as you'll see, Diablo's going straight for Sylvanas, Vala's going to go for Sylvanas, and I am not in range to go for Sylvanas. Like, I am in no place to go for Sylvanas. I'd have to go through the creeps, through Jaina, who's already attacking me. So what do? Just throw a Hydralisk on Jaina, which starts doing damage, and they're attacking Sylvanas, and you'll see that they know that the wraiths are going out, so they switch to Jaina, a much easier target to kill. Jaina stops, stutter steps, and just gets crushed. Because Jaina's a lot squishier than Sylvanas. Sylvanas is pretty squishy, but Jaina has no escape. I think it was the right call to jump on the Jaina. I don't think we would have killed the Sylvanas if I'd been on her. It just wouldn't have worked out, I don't think. Always be placing creep. Always, always, always. Super important. And yeah, you should attack the one without the escapes. Sylvanas is really, really slippery. And Jaina's not. She's just cold. Diablo kind of overstayed here. When he saw the Jaina, he should have just left. But he didn't, so he ends up paying for it. I don't know what this bug is. Notification text. We're going to be taking in Venomed Spines. So basic attacks have their range increased by 20%, which is amazing. And deal a dot over 3 seconds. Pretty minor dot. You can... I don't think I actually auto-attacked her. But it's okay. It's not... It's about the same size. Maybe a little smaller than Sylvanas dot. So we have the first tribute spawning in the south, and we're going to be transitioning down there, but on the way we might as well just hit the turret since we have Demolitionist, just suck out a little bit of ammo. No reason not to. Tribute just spawned. We're placing a bit of creep down so we have vision of people coming down, and if we need to escape up that way, it'll be covered. So... just throwing out stuff. Not a lot to talk about right here. And ETC gets really in an awkward position. I'm actually throwing my Brood on Tychus, because he's the lowest and he's the squishiest target that I can hit. And there's actually something I learned today, is your Banelings can actually be affected by Malfurion Root. Kind of interesting, because look, they'll actually come out right now. There they go. And we're kind of in not a position to attack, so we're just going to try to get the tribute, which doesn't actually work out. Malfurion stops us, that cunt. Malfurion kind of counters Zagara quite a lot, because he can actually kill your creep with Moonfire, which is pretty annoying. So we end up getting the tribute. And we're going to head back to lane. Jaina's hanging out here. I actually put a creep tumor down here. I thought that might be kind of good if someone actually gets in there. It's going to cover the entire area. So that's pretty good. Just pushing. And when you use your Banelings, you generally want to be near the center of the group so it hits as many targets as possible, like I just did there. And using Hunter Killer on pretty much anything other than towers or heroes is pretty much bad, unless it's like a mercenary or a boss or something like that. So we're just going to town on this turret, and Sylvanas shows up. She actually used her Wraiths, which was kind of crazy. Like, you never really want to do that. We almost kill her, so close. That Hunter actually almost got another hit in. But no dice this time. At level 7, I was actually... This is the first Zagara game I've actually had in quite a long time. And I didn't know they added battle momentum to Zagara. I was surprised. I was ready to take rapid incubation, which I kind of regret a little bit, but this is just so good. Moving in to collect the tribute, get a little root on us. Close this. And we're looking to throw out our Hunter Killers on any squishy targets or any targets that are just in range. Since we have battle momentum, we can put out even more. So we put one over on some squishy. I can't remember who it was. Probably Malfurion. And right now there's not a lot we can do because we don't have any mana. So just looking for some nice auto-attacking. And we get a nice body block on him. And look at that. Look at that. That was not where Tychus needed to be. This is not where Sylvanas needed to be. When ETC died, they should have just left. Like, especially Tychus. He was so low, and I got 2 auto-attacks, and I think Brightwing actually used an ability to secure the kill. But yeah, if your tank's dead and you're the only 2 left and you're really low, just leave. Like, a tribute's not worth your life if you're going to lose every life. Like, it's better to lose one person in the tribute than to lose everyone in the tribute, right? Heading back to lane. When we hit 10, we're going to get Devouring Maw. Of course, there is something to be said about Nidus Network. It's kind of good on, I guess, Blackheart Bay. Maybe Garden of Terror. Maybe this map. I just don't think you can top Devouring Maw. Like, if you get Nidus Network, it changes the game entirely. But if you get Devouring Maw, it changes the game entirely in a way that is pretty useful. Like team fight-centered ultimates. I think Jane actually gets away here. Oh, no, she gets killed. Nice. So yeah, we're just trying to kill this turret. We have a lot of damage versus turrets, of course. We have plenty of mana, so we just spam our abilities and it goes great. So we got our 3rd tribute. We're almost level 10 and they're not, which is pretty important. There's level 10. We're going to pick up Devouring Maw. And just pushing out a little bit. We get the gate, we get the cannons. Really great stuff. So we'll start heading upwards towards the tribute, but there's... yeah. I was just way out of position here. I shouldn't have even tried to go that way. I knew they were right here, and I shouldn't have gone that way. I should have just gone this way. This Diablo ult is kind of funny, I think. I ulted, guys. I ulted. But we did end up getting a 2-for-1. Pretty sure that's the only kills we got. Yeah. Vala chases the ETC, but he gets away. And yeah. We end up getting the tribute and the curse. So, in this scenario, I believe we just head mid. Is what we do. Oh, right. This is cool. This is a cool part of the game. Since they're cursed, their buildings can't attack, their minions are practically invisible. They don't exist, pretty much. So we're going to try to attack this, but then we saw, like, everyone is top. Everyone is top. So, I made the decision right here. I mean, if you look at our team, everyone's on this side of the fort, and their team's on this side of the fort. Pretty standard stuff. So what could I have done here? I placed a creep tumor, by the way. What I could have done is I could have gone this way to assist with the team sieging, which might have been pretty good. But what I'm going to actually opt to do is go this way behind their team. Now, if this was like rank 1 or like a pro game, what I'm about to do is going to be, I would be severely punished for it. But if we take a look, actually, let me zoom out a bit. If we take a look, Jane is down. So, and that's probably our biggest threat. Jane is our biggest threat. So I was already committed to going this way. Now I'm even more committed because Jaina can just kill us. But we're going to go, unpause. We're going to go, Malfurion's ulting. And I'm looking for something. I'm looking for a good Maw. I'm looking for like a 2-person Maw. Or if I can kill someone, a 1-person Maw. So I move in. And they just ignore me. Like I get a Maw. I thought I might get the Malfurion, but I didn't. I get the Sylvanas. And look, what are they... I was so confused. I thought like, oh, I should probably back out once I get the Maw because Malfurion and Tychus are going to jump me. But it doesn't actually happen. They're going to save ETC because ETC is way over here. He was on the other side of the team. I'm on the other side of the team, so they have to kind of choose: do they help ETC or do they attack me? They should have attacked me. It was a free kill. They might have lost ETC, but at least they get something. Malfurion maybe could have gone, but Tychus should have just killed me. And if we take a look here, I throw down everything on her. I can 100% take a Sylvana. She's almost going to get away. But I get one good auto attack in. And now they're starting to move towards me. Now ETC is kind of like, oh, what's going on back here? Place a tumor just to get a little vision on my pursuers. Put one here because that's where the tribute spawns. And yeah, things are looking pretty good. Not the best. We didn't get too much out of that curse. We could have gotten a lot more. I think we got this fort actually. And we actually get this one as well. So I guess, yeah, we got a bit. We got a bit. And let's see, what are we doing now? Oh, yes, we are taking the boss. I opted not to really help because it was practically dead, so I just said, okay, I'll just make sure no one is coming to stop us taking boss, which I didn't really think was going to happen. But I figure I'll just harass ETC. He has no mana, so I'm not scared of him. Level 13, we're going to be taking Grooved Spines, which basically buffs our Hydralisks. They do more damage and you can attack from farther away. You could get Mutalisk, it's not that bad, but you should really get it if you have like an ETC on your team, or a Malfurion on your team, or a Jaina on your team, because you can people just get like clumped up and you can, you know, just do a lot of AoE damage. But Grooved Spines, so much better for single target. So yeah, just pushing up with the boss. We actually make a pretty big mistake coming up that you'll see. And you'll see I continually place tumors down. I have plenty of mana, so I keep doing it. Sylvanas gets caught, but there's not a lot of follow-up. I could have ulted her, but I was looking for something bigger. And Brightwing's dead. We should have backed off right here. Brightwing is dead. We gotta go. Like, it was a big mistake, and we're going to pay for it. I get a nice Maw off. Not the greatest, but 2 pretty important figures out, and I just get shreked by ETC by being in the wrong place at the wrong time. And our whole team, I'm pretty sure our whole team except Muradin gets wiped out here. And this is pretty... Ball is just dead. Yeah, I don't need to show that, but check this out. Oh, is he going to get away? Oh! Whoa, so close. I'm pretty sure that was the edge of the hitbox. But yeah, losing Brightwing, we should have backed off. Like, we have the boss, but the boss isn't Brightwing. We needed Critterize or Polymorph, and we didn't have it. If we had a Polymorph on that ETC, I probably would have lived. We could have gotten a lot of things. Would have been pretty great. So next tribute's up. We should not have... These guys should not have been here. Like, it's just too risky. Way too risky. Diablo shouldn't have been here. No one should have been here. I shouldn't have been here. Oh, one thing I do want to cover is look at this path of creep tumors I've placed. I know going into this engagement that it's a 4v5. Ball is a base. Diablo is taking a bunch of hits. So I placed a path here. I placed these 2 creep tumors in this one to give me sort of an escape route, if you will, just to cover my exit. And it actually saves my life, I'm pretty sure. So It's bad news bears. I gotta get out of here. Look at that speed bonus. Saving our life. Sylvanas would have caught us for sure. Otherwise, Bala shows up, but, you know, there's not a lot to be done. I think she actually... Oh, no, she jumps away. That's right. So I'm kind of sticking around, see if I can pick someone off. Can't, obviously. Yeah, too much health, too much everything. Too many members of the team. We almost get Jaina here with a nice Hydralisk that we spawned right here. Right here. Almost kills her. Really close. If I got one auto attack off, she would have died. Yep. But this was kind of risky. I probably should have went around to cover this space, but I wasn't really scared. So just, you know, doing my Zagara thing, spreading creep, trying to protect this fort. It's looking kind of dire. But they start to back off, and then it's like, oh, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's great. And we're kind of on the back foot here. And this tribute's kind of important. It's not super important. Like, the next tribute's going to be really important if they get this one. But this is where... I think this is a pretty good fight. I can't remember. It's either this fight or the next fight is pretty good for us. So let's take a look. Look, ETC gets stuck, and we're looking for... Oh yeah, we're looking for a Maw here. We can't really find one. People aren't really grouping up. So we just kind of throw it out there. And we get 2 people, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. And ETC almost goes down, but everyone's just getting killed. I don't even know. It was pretty brutal. You know, why have I lived? Oh, I have survivor's guilt. Because honestly, there wasn't a lot we could have done. Like, we got a pretty good Maw on 2 people. You know, it wasn't the greatest Maw, but it was good. It affected the game. Level 16, we will be getting Brute Expansion, and this is really where Zagara starts to do just a ton of single target damage, or like split out damage, because you can just spam this. I think there's like a 1 second cooldown when you have two stacks, so you just bop bop. You got 2 Hydralisks running at them, and Hydralisks on their own do a ton of damage. So this is where we start to do a ton of damage. Times 2, I guess. Just looking to defend here, not really looking for a kill or anything. Also, if you hit level 20, I don't think we actually hit 20 in this game, you would definitely want to take Bolt of the Storm. I guess there's something to be saved with this, but it's just not worth it. Bolt of the Storm's so good on Zagara, who doesn't really have an escape unless you have a path ready, which isn't always. So this is the fight where we're looking for a big Maw. As always, that's your job as Zagara, is look for the Maw. Look for the Maw. Can I put a Maw down now? How many people will I hit? And we're looking, and we see a lot of people grouping up. Look at these people. They're so grouped up. They're so grouped up. And here they come. They're going to come forward, and they're going to be grouped up again. Right there. Right there. Oh, not yet. There it is. The 4-person Maw. Actually, Diablo actually ulted, which he probably should have done. That was the right call to play. Right play to call, I guess. And... yeah, and that's the thing I love about Zagara. Like, we're just cleaning people up now. Like, people are just dying left and right. I think we actually get the Jaina as well. Yep, we get the Jaina. I think ETC lives. I don't think we can catch him. Yeah, the Queen will kind of save them, but we got 4 people, so... or 3 people. Oh, the Tychus actually lived. Wait, did he? Yeah, I guess he did. It was a good fight. That's the thing about Zagara that I love so much, and we're going to move up to take their boss, and then we're going to take our boss. But that's the thing about Zagara, right? You can turn fight... if you get a good Maw, you can turn the fight completely in your favor. You just can change the entire game. Like, we were behind, I think, a full level. Now we're pretty dang close. Again, placing tumors. Nothing wrong with placing tumors. Gotta love it. We're going to back and then head to our boss. And I think this is the boss. I think we get a lot of things done with this boss. This boss does a lot of work for us. And this boss is just doing a lot of work as well. And if you'll notice, it wasn't as good as it was earlier, but you can just see like these little patches of vision from the creep. Like, we have complete vision. Like, if I placed these earlier, and the boss wasn't taken, we'd have complete vision of when they're doing the boss. If I see them taken out, I know a Malfurion's clearing that place, and they might be preparing to do the boss. And this was just a dream. Like, oh man, free tribute. Nice. Yeah, well, sex, man. It was great. Great feeling. It's like, this tribute's not super important. Like, you can say RNG kind of favors bullshit. But this wasn't the game. Like, getting this tribute didn't win us the game. If we had another tribute, it would have probably helped us quite a lot. But that's not what won us the game. This boss, however. So look at that. We have so much damage going on to Jane just from our Brood expansion. Or from our Hunter Killer. And look at this. Here we go again. The 3-person mod on top of the Diablo ult again. And they're just so clumped up. And Zagara does great against teams that clump up. The ETC actually stage dives out. So yeah, looking for anything to throw my Hydralisks on. Oh, hold up. Hold on. I can't be the only one who just saw that, what happened to Malfurion. Let's take a quick look at that again. That was great. Alright. Buffer. Alright. Let's just watch the Malfurion. Here he is, pancakes. Let's watch what the Diablo does to him. Oh, the stun's coming down! Oh! Oh, it was so good. Oh, gosh. And then you got the healer down, you got a lot of the damage down. You just hit the core. Like, I'm throwing out Hydralisks to keep Sylvanas away from the fight, so we can just hit the core. That's the biggest tip I can give you. Just, if 2 people are down and you're at their core, just hit the core. Just hit the core, man. And that's actually going to lead us into a victory in 17 minutes and 27 seconds as Zagara on Cursed Hollow. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Maelstrom, and if you liked, please subscribe. I'll be trying to put these out daily, so, you know, tell your friends, put me on the Face, Twitter, Reddit. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.